We are starting with a live look outside the State House. Protests are expected to continue throughout the day as inside the Capitol, legislators meet to consider a bill that would limit abortion access in Iowa to the first 6 weeks of pregnancy. The special session was called by Governor Reynolds after the Iowa Supreme Court blocked a 2018 abortion bill. Today, Reynolds, alongside other GOP legislators, will attempt to pass a new abortion bill that, like her 2018 bill, would ban abortions after 6 weeks. Local 5 is on your side with team coverage. We'll bring you the latest information as we report live from inside the Iowa Capitol. We go now to Megan McPherson, who has been inside the Capitol all morning, meeting with both supporters and protesters of the legislation. Megan, what are you seeing out there right now?
Hey, Samantha, we just heard from lawmakers who heard from people on both sides of this issue, and some of them are saying that some women stepping up to the podium with babies in hand, others sharing personal abortion stories. While anti-abortion organizers and Republican lawmakers say that no life should be terminated, on the other hand, Iowa Democrats believe that Iowans should have full and unrestricted health care access. Lawmakers heard from individuals on both sides of this contentious issue. We also heard from Planned Parenthood advocates who said the same beliefs. Iowans should have full access to safe abortion.
The ideal outcome would be that they would pause, they would take a step back, and they would listen to the fact that over 50% of Iowans do not want this legislation. I don't think that the governor really cares, and she's clearly not paying attention, or she wouldn't be doing this the way that she is.
Another key argument for those in support of abortion rights, medical professionals say 6 weeks is the earliest that cardiac activity can be detected in an embryo, although they say it's misleading to call those early electric pulses a, quote, fetal heartbeat. The 6-week ban is what Republicans are fighting for here today. Now, next up at the state capitol, the Senate will hear from its version of the bill, Senate Study Bill 1223, in the state government subcommittee at 11 a.m. Local 5 will continue to have you updated on all of the coverage here as the day continues, so stay with us. Samantha, back to you.
Megan, thank you for your coverage out there. Now, legislators have already entered their respective chambers with a marathon of committee hearings and caucuses ahead of them. We turn now to Local 5's Dana Searles, who's been following this live at the state capitol with the latest.
Samantha, I have been out at the state capitol all morning covering this. Now both the House and the Senate gavelled in at about 8:35 this morning, and I've been at all these meetings all morning. Now, a special session hasn't happened in Iowa since 2021, and this bill must pass in the House and the Senate before going to Governor Reynolds' desk. And once she signs that into law, it would go into effect immediately. Now, however, advocates say that they are still ready to challenge this and appeal this bill if it were to be signed in by Governor Reynolds, which then would take this bill back to the courts once again. Now, lawmakers must vote on this bill by 11 p.m. tonight. Now, after the public hearing that just happened, a subcommittee of the whole of the Senate is starting right now at 11. I'll be in that meeting, and I'll be talking to lawmakers the rest of the day. And tonight at 5 and 6 o'clock, I'll have the updates on what's been going on inside the Capitol and inside the chambers all day long. Live at the state capitol, Dana Searles, Local 5 News.
Our coverage continues this morning as we look into how we got to this point of this morning's special session. So back in 2018, you'll recall Governor Reynolds signed legislation to ban abortions at around 6 weeks of pregnancy. The new legislation filed last Friday is a carbon copy of what was put forward 5 years ago. Following years of legal challenges, the Iowa Supreme Court deadlocked 3-3, declining to lift a block on the 2018 now. Both the 2018 law and the 2023 bill define a fetal heartbeat as cardiac activity or the repetitive rhythmic contraction of the fetal heart within the gestational sac. Now, since Roe v. Wade was overturned a little more than a year ago, there are a patchwork of laws when it comes to abortion access. This is an interactive map here from the Guttmacher Institute. It is a group dedicated to research, policy, organization, and documentation of current legislation. It shows policies in place as of last week. For instance, neighboring Minnesota, Illinois, both ranked as protective. South Dakota and Missouri are listed as most restrictive. This is a great reminder right now. We're going to be keeping tabs on the special session. You can follow our coverage through We Are Iowa Plus. It's available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and now Apple TV. We're also going to have coverage on air on Local 5 News right now midday, 5, 6, and 10.